EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field. We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. MLOA working out of the gun. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Buying time to his left. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. field. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Gurley. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he finds the tight end, Reed. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Being chased out to a hit, and the ball is out. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Check. Lucky.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They give to Dillon out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Dillon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll find Metcalf. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Anytime that ball comes to me,
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Tua. A quick pass here to Godwin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Tua now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is MLOA. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Going to the air, MLOA. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run.
Into a double. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he is all the way up past the 25. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Samson Abukum. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A.J. Dillon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But There's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to pass. Tua. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be second down. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
You don't want none. You don't want none.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. DK Metcalf with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos add on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McCann's got it teed up. And this will make it into the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 79 yards. And the Chargers are able to get a score back. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Open man is born. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And caught by Thomas for a Charger touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Jones now on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a carry for Dillon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Dillon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he'll pull it down, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Jones. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On now, Tucker McCann. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And their lead will swell up to 28. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Dancing to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Abukum able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, here's P. Ryan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's P. Ryan. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with P. Ryan. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll go to P. Ryan, trying to pound it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. McCann's got it teed up. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's touchdown Chargers.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with Pirine. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll run it with P-Ryan. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now P-Ryan, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 46 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a carry for P-Ryan. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. McCann's kick up and good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And